Hello there guys, Dikapai here. Today we're gonna talk about improvements to the fate of the Vaal League. So let's dive into what they said and if it's any good for us. They're making a bunch of changes. The first of which is buffing the mods that rooms add to the temple. Doubling the value on existing modifiers applied to temple at all room tiers. Spymaster, Golemworks and Thaumaturgy room apply bonuses to other specific rooms types in the temple. And all tier 3 rooms now have a boss. Which is horrible. While mapping, when one of these bosses spawns, he's usually harder than the map boss, and never drop anything good. Last time I got a Quadrilla Sergeant, he almost one-shotted me. And he dropped a single yellow item. I even turned off my loot filter for a second to check, cause I didn't believe it, but there was one rare item and one blue item. Out of a tier 15 juiced map, so that's not good. 25% rarity. So, how does it help us when every single room in the temple has like 10 monsters top? That's literally what's inside the rooms. Like tier 1 rooms and tier 2 rooms have 10 monsters, locked doors, and no drops. After Act 3, Exiled Vaal and Alchemy crafting benches will allow you to take their currency. After finishing the campaign, I don't think I have seen any Exiled Vaal and Alchemy benches at all. They also didn't mention regal benches, so that kinda sucks. We still want the temple to scale even harder in endgame though, so we wanted to make another change. Added a medallion, which will add random wisdom modifiers to your temple that last for 10 temple runs, allowing you to make it more difficult and rewarding. Be careful though, you can get some dangerous modifiers. So, their solution to lack of loot is adding random modifiers which can potentially break your run, and you're still not gonna drop shit because almost nothing drops there. I killed the architect, right? And I got a currency room. It took me over 24 maps, 24 maps, to connect the roads. That's another topic, like, nowhere in here it's written that they're helping address the tiles sucking. And when I finally did, I went all the way there. It was level 80 temple, by the way, so that's like high end game, right? I got 2 exiles out of the currency room. It took me 24 maps. Killing the architect, connecting all of this crap, and going for the currency room to get 3 exiles. I can get more out of a single abyss on a random map, without thinking, without connecting, without planning. Like, where's the reward? This is supposed to be the league mechanic, the main selling point, right? Where's the loot? Another concern that players had was that defeating the architect was resulting in too much progress lost, and the rewards were not worth it. To improve that, we're making the following changes. Halving the numbers of rooms that are removed when defeating the architect. Killing the architect shouldn't have the numbers of your rooms you have. I feel like the rooms should have charges. When you get to tier 3 room, you get the good stuff, the room disappears, but the roads stay. So when you connect the temple in a nice way, which takes ages, you can just juggle rooms and hopefully get some loot, right? Because this takes ages to set up. And nobody does it. After killing my second architect, I started skipping every single temple, because it's just not worth the time, and I'm playing so self-found. So there's a problem here. Allowing reward rooms placed from architect console to connect to any other adjacent room, not just paths, making them easier to claim. Why isn't this the baseline for every single room? That's beyond me. Like, literally, you can put a reward tile on the map, and you can't connect to it. It's dead in the water, without any explanation why. Some allow you to connect, the others don't. Like, what's the reason behind this? Allowing the architect to connect to any other adjacent room. Yeah, that goes back to what I said. Table research world room crafting outcomes can no longer destroy tablets. Okay, unique world room now excludes more common uniques as the level of the temple increases. High time. The extraction chamber is now significantly rarer, and you cannot get offered more than one of these at the console table. That sounds like a nerf, but what do I know? We also heard feedback that the rewards from the in-game world encounters were not high enough in the endgame. In order to address that, we have made another change. After completing non-boss fate of the Vaal encounters. Non-boss. So the bosses still drop nothing and are extra repeat. A chest will now rise and drop some items. In the campaign, this will be magic chest, but in-game can be magic or rare. So their solution to lack of loot from the leak mechanic is to give you a chest. Do you know how bad it is? Like, this whole thing feels like they haven't even playtested the temple once. There are still a few other improvements we want to make to Fate of the Vaal, but we'll need to wait until a future patch. Thank you for all the feedback. So, that's everything we're getting in December, as we're not gonna get another patch before the new year. This isn't good enough to keep people playing. This isn't good enough to bring back anyone. And, let's be honest, this league, in terms of player retention, looks like shit. This is the worst league to date, in terms of player retention. And if this is everything they're giving to us, oh, we might be under 100,000 in a week. It's going straight down. Now, what do you think? Has the temples been rewarding you? Because so far for me, it's been kinda bad. Drop me a comment and tell me what you would change in the temple. Or maybe I'm wrong and you actually like it, so feel free to tell me that. Have a good day, and remember to drop a like and subscribe.